Carol Kirkwood appeared in Greenwich Park earlier today to present BBC Breakfast's weather forecast. The stalwart presenter delivered seriously good news to those who have been enjoying the recent heatwave taking the UK by surprise. But before that, today's hosts Charlie Stayt and Naga Munchetty appeared to take a swipe at Carol. In a good-natured scene, Charlie said, "Now don't say we don't bring you exciting images here on BBC Breakfast." Naga giggled, "That's no way to talk about Carol." The weather presenter gasped, adding, "How very dare you, we're going to see a snail on a piece of wood." But ever the professional, Carol continued to explain all about Mission Invertebrate, which aims to help people understand little critters living in royal parks. The project will collect vital information to help park managers to create better environments for the likes of snails and butterflies to survive in. But Carol couldn't resist a good pun this morning on BBC Breakfast, and saw the opportunity to take a swipe at a mystery figure. She explained, "Mission Invertebrate is going to visit different locations over the summer, and invertebrates of course are vertebrates with no backbones. I know a few of them myself." Viewers were desperate to know who Carol was talking about and flocked to Twitter to discuss the hilarious moment. One wrote, "BBC BREAKFAST, so did Carol just comment on someone she knows with no backbone? Harsh on national TV. Lol." Kirkwood just threw serious shade on BBC BREAKFAST. A second added, "Who was she getting at?" BBC BREAKFAST. Yesterday, Dan Walker blew a guest's secret in major blunder. Dan and co-host Louise Minchin took their regular spots on the BBC Breakfast sofa with a varied mix of guests. Towards the end of the show, British skipper and ocean ambassador Emma Penn joined the duo on her return from a one-month, all-female, fact-finding expedition from Hawaii to Seattle, including sailing through part of the infamous Pacific Garbage Patch. Worried about the ocean's plastics issue, the ambassador was keen to show some samples of small bits of plastic in the oceans and discuss the solutions big businesses and the government need to start implementing going forward to reduce the amount. But as the conversation gradually came to an end, 41-year-old Dan carried on talking about Emma's plans without warning her the cameras were still filming. Unaware of the situation, Emma may have accidentally spoiled the announcement for her team and plans going forward in 2019. "You said you've been going for the last 10 years. Are you going again?" Dan asked conversationally after giving the guest her samples back. "Yes, end of next year we're actually looking at," Emma replied, before the realization of the situation dawned on her. She suddenly asked, "We're not still live on air, are we?" "Yes," Dan answered awkwardly. Horrified at what she may have nearly revealed, Emma exclaimed, "We are still live on air." "Oh no!" Finally understanding his part in Emma's mistake. "It is still a secret," Emma answered through a laugh. Dan asked his guest if it was a secret. "We haven't announced it, but you've got to stand by for we're going to announce it in 2019. BBC Breakfast airs weekdays at 6 a.m. on BBC One. Carol Kirkwood. 5 facts about BBC weather presenter Carol's maiden name. Carol Kirkwood, 56, might be a household name now, but when she was born the star was called Carol MacLeod. She was born on May 29, 1962 in Moore, Scotland, and has 7 siblings. The Carol started her illustrious broadcasting career over 20 years ago, joining the BBC's Secretarial Reserve in London after completing her BA degree. She's since worked for BBC Radio Scotland, BBC Radio 2 and BBC Radio 4. Strictly in 2015, Carol took part in the 13th series of Strictly Come Dancing and was partnered with professional dancer Pasha Kovalov. She ended up with 10th position, but won scores of new fans during her time on the show. Awards. She's not just a brilliant TV presenter and an intelligent woman, Carol is award-winning. The broadcast journalist won the TRIC Award for Best TV Weather Presenter in 2003, 2008, 2009 and 2012 to 2017. She also received an honorary fellowship from HRH Princess Anne on 17th of November 2015 for her contributions to broadcasting. Relationship. Carol was married to Jimmy Kirkwood for 25 years, but the pair split and eventually divorced in 2008. The weather presenter has remained tight-lipped on her relationships since then. However, it was rumored she was dating a royal protection officer who worked for the royals, but nothing was confirmed.